Welcome back to today's episode. I'm Brutus.
I'm Tiny. Wake up, Tiny. I'm Biggin.
And today I'm putting the sprocket on the rim for
Sgt TuffNutZ.
Sgt TuffNutZ.
Hopefully we'll get the rim back on Sgt TuffNutZ and see if we have time to maybe get it lined up. And Tuesday we'll get our test hit on the lawn tractor. It's supposed to be nice this weekend.
Yep.
We'll get Brutus Jr. here out and maybe smash him around a little bit. Race around a little bit.
Have a little bit of a speed trials and do some tests on the lawn tractors to see what their statistics are.
Yes. Well, let's get to it.
All right.
Yes. We would never try pits. They just hear voices. Poor people. Golly gee willikers.
This one doesn't have one of the small
Sorry about
washes.
that, everyone. Good eye, Tiny. Here we have the Gadzooks. They're doing the back rim to Sgt TuffNutZ. We were going to do the test drive to this lawn tractor today, but snowing, pretty good shape outside, and it's cold. Well, I'm sure some of you would like to see us out there. Moreover, Tiny, bahing through the snow on this wet seat wonder. And we kind of would like to see that too. But by the time we open that door and get all this stuff out of the way to get this out the door, between the exhaust fumes in here,
It's not. I don't have enough
and
red for it to catch.
we would be done for the day. So rather than do that, we'll wait for a warmer day.
That looks crooked.
But this should start and it should move at this point.
Oh.
So I'm going to clean this bench off and pick up tools. When they get that sprocket started
Yeah.
on that, then we can remount this tire on TuffNutZ and we're getting back on track with this bike. Then all I got to do is the seat, line up this
Good catch.
chain tensioner, and line up the engine and tighten that down, and that will be ready for a test hit as well. Getting close anyway. So we're working on a few things, just tidying up today. Considering how cold it is outside. I know it's not one of our better episodes by any stretch. Whatever you want to call it. Episode. Do you know how many CDIs we have, Tiny?
Too many?
No, there's never too many.
Just enough.
But we should test them. You know what makes me nervous, Tiny, about having so many things like this?
What?
They can't all be good or we wouldn't have them.
You're right.
We must have changed this stuff for a reason. So we should test them. We should test them and see what is what. Because when we go on our ride, if we take the box full of this stuff and it's all garbage, that's going to suck for us.
Yes.
We think we got everything we need for parts and find out, hey, guess what? We don't have bubkiss. False hopes and dreams.
You got it?
Yeah. Finally.
Okay, man. I got good news and I got bad news.
What's the good news?
It's not right here.
What's the bad news?
It's not right here.
Oh, what'd you do? Moves the tire closer to me.
We need another shelf or something for this stuff. We'll pick up all this garbage and stuff. We need to bring the trailer in here. Truck all this stuff up to the barn except for Grandma's generator.
And my generator.
And your generator. Yeah, it's time to fix them. And then we're gonna bring that old dirt bike down here
Farts.
and do a willet run on it.
Farts is good. Farts is good. Better than what you wanted to say.
Yes, it is.
We decided that yesterday.
We keep it PG here, guys.
Except for me, I let it slip.
Except for you. You're the worst one.
I am. I take great pride in knowing that, too.
Here, you want
Of course
this?
you do.
I'm done here yet.
Yeah,
They can probably pick me up off of his.
Yeah, but I'm just...
You're part of the conversation, too, and if you're all the way over there and we got both mics, then we'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, but I'm talking to myself. I'm just mumbling.
Oh.
You know, mumbling.
Didn't even
away.
notice I had it done.
Mumbling away, you know, like a lunatic is all I do.
You laughing.
Tiny, are you harassing that poor guy?
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm holding the thing together as just he can get the washer on. And it's hilarious.
I swear to God. Where did it even go that time? Oh, right there.
Hey, slowly, buddy, slowly.
Well, it's not in there either. That's good news. That's good news.
Finally! That was so much harder than it needed to be. I put that whole motor on.
Oh, yes. You did it all by yourself, too.
I did.
Uh-huh.
We have proof.
Yeah. We sure do. Only if we heavily edit it. That definitely should be a... You know, the only thing we never did,
What's that?
release the clutch.
And what?
Right there.
This is actually going a lot smoother than I remember it going.
That's because his hands are small. That's why I wanted to do it. Because usually when I do it,
It's a pain.
my hands are not small.
Mm.
Look at that. Ha ha. Lovely.
Whoa,
Absolutely lovely.
started falling off, but good thing I caught it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I have no idea what those go to. They're extra. extra pieces. Kinda. Got good news and I got bad news.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh.
That's the good news.
Then what's the bad news?
I didn't find it.
Oh. Well, I guess that's what I get for trying to put them both on at once.
What in Sam Hills this go to?
What?
Grandma's generator, I think.
Yeah, that's Grandma's generator's bed.
I love having tiny hands. It makes my life so much easier sometimes. That makes sense why I wasn't spinning. I just tried to spin the bolt and not the nut.
Huh? Well, that was wrong.
Very.
Need a little helping thumb there.
Yes, indeed.
You got this, buddy.
It's the last one. Like butter.
There you go, Megan. I think that's the fastest one of these has ever been put together.
You want me to tighten them now? Or just leave them finger tight?
If you do tighten them, you got to go around in a circle and tighten them slow.
Yeah, let Megan tighten.
No, he can
Okay.
try it. That's how we learn.
What is that? 10 millimeter, I think? That's what it looks like, at least.
That is how we learn.
Indeed.
You can get them out of that box. I got them all sorted. There's 10
Oh,
millimeters.
thank you.
Just be careful of the camera. Keep an eye on this. Keep it centered
Okay.
right here. And when you go around, snug this one, snug that one, snug this one, snug that one.
Okay.
Then this one and that one, this one and that one.
So do opposite every time?
Then
Okay.
go all the way around and just snug them. Then go around and just keep snugging them all the way around.
We also need a wrench for the backside.
Yeah, for this side. It's the wrong size.
Yep. You want me to run in and grab a bag?
Yeah, you can.
That's why I didn't pop the head. But I need.
Get two, one for garbage and one for cans if you can, or just one.
Oh, I'll grab two.
They're kind of a pain, aren't they, bud?
Yes, yes they are.
It's warming up in here now.
I'd say so, yeah.
Finally. Or it could be because we're working.
That could be it, yes.
Got used to the frozen tundra, maybe? I need to buy another one of these.
Wait, what did you say?
I need to buy another one of these cutoff wheels. I got this one on Temu at work. Really good for like 2 days.
Do you know where? Never mind. Yeah, never mind again.
Where what, buddy?
I need the bigger socket. Or the
3/8
the wrench. The what's it called?
ratchet?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. I don't know where the one that goes to that kit went.
It's in there.
No, that's 1/4 inch. I don't know where
Oh.
the 3/8 went.
Oh. Now, off the top of your head, do you know where a size 10 wrench is?
Ironically, I do not.
That is very unfortunate. It's got to be in here because I had one now.
That might be over here still.
Oh, maybe.
That might be in here still, buddy.
All right, because I don't see it in here.
That might be right in there still.
Should be right on top if it is.
It should be here. Nope. 5/16. That's sharp too, by the way.
Oh, don't want to come in on that, I guess.
Right there it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Much as this sucks, it's something we needed to do.
Indeed.
Clean this mess up. It's easy to make a mess when you come over and work for a short time, you know. Don't pick up at the end of each day. Should do that. Pick up every day. For some reason, we don't seem to do that. We seem to say, well, that's the end of today. Alright, what seems to be the problem here? No reason this died. Everything copacetic here. Everything seems copacetic here. I do not understand what the deal of it is.
This is a pain.
Yes, it is. Pain right in the bubkus, what it is.
I feel stupid
Why is that?
because I could have been doing this so much easier. And I just wasn't. I've been trying to tighten it from the inside instead of the outside for some reason.
You know, she just cooked, plain and simple. She is just cooked, plain and simple. Blistered.
Oh dear.
Ow. Sharp.
Careful, old man.
Oh, that stinks. Wheelers. More bike carburetor. Spark plugs. I got more carburetors floating around this shop. It's like a carburetor warehouse.
I see.
It really is. You need to get one of those Sonic. There's a Sonic Carburetor cleaners. That's what I need to get. Sonic carburetor cleaner, it's called. If I ever got one of those, oh my goodness, I never need to buy a carburetor again.
I see.
Now I know you're fibbing too. You don't see it because I don't have it.
Well, I hear.
There, I got 2 starters over there.
I don't understand how getting carb cleaner could stop you from needing a new carb, but...
Because then I could just clean the ones I got.
Well, what if they break? Like, break?
So I've cleaned them, but I can't get in the little port jobbers. Then you get them. Good enough, you know?
Sure.
Well, it's not over there. Comfy rewind. Well, I'll be finding a lot of garbage though. So I'll just be a Kyle about it. Throw it on the ground. A tiny. You. Hey, guess what?
What?
I hope you're good at that.
Me too.
No. I mean, I really, really, really hope you're good at that.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
'Cause I got another one to do.
Oh, I'll do it.
You know what I really need to do is start throwing some of this garbage in the dumpster. In order to do this, I first must get a dumpster. Then I need to learn to stop hanging on to every little thing and say, oh, you know what? I might need that someday. I might need that someday. I have a radio up here we can't listen to because copyright. Tiny says, copyright. We can't listen to music. Copyright. Copyright.
We hate
Everything's
copyright.
Huh?
We hate copyright. We'll get Tiny to just sing for us. Actually, we won't, because that'll just give us a headache.
Hey guys.
It's about time to get back. Pretty much had this whole thing done.
Good for you. I told you I was going to the bathroom.
I know. Just messing with you.
That statement is copyrighted.
Here. This is for you and Nana.
When Nana's
Okay,
coming
thank you.
here, I told you that.
I know. I'm letting him know so you're.
He's going in the house.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. When I leave here, because no one's at Nana's. I told you that.
I
Nana's
figured
coming to pick you and him up.
well, he'll remember to bring it, because I won't.
How's he going to remember that when it's in the garage and he ain't?
I figured we would all just be in the garage till the night came.
You figured wrong.
Find your butters in the truck.
What did I tell you about trying to butter my bread?
Listen here, little man.
It's a little bit fresh, don't you think?
Well, it is fresh butter. It came from the Save-A-Lot store a couple days ago.
That's
Yesterday.
copyright.
No, it's not.
Copyright infringement.
No, it's not. Shout out to Save Love, being the best store ever, not sponsored.
Whatever's wrong with you, it ain't no small thing.
You're just figuring that out now, Smalls.
Smalls.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I just don't know about you, man. Just don't know about you.
Didn't find that smell?
Not yet. At least not that I know of.
It's pretty warm in here, so.
It's getting there.
You didn't wear your baking shirt today.
That's because it wasn't warm when I left home.
This is not the Flannel Brothers.
Pretty sure that's what he said to me, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm
What's
saying
that?
it to
This
him.
isn't the Flannel Brother hour.
Well, I'm behind the camera. Front of the camera. Because this was on my nerves.
He ain't wearing his shirt.
I am too wearing a shirt.
Not his biggin' shirt.
I'm not over there. This is the first time this whole program you're on that side and you keep trying to catch me on this
I'll
side.
beat you up.
Get over there and work. It's the first time this whole
What am I
program.
gonna do?
Get in my way.
Find something to do on that end. Over there.
There's nothing to do over there.
I finished.
Did you?
Thank you.
You could dump those sweet sodas.
Now
That's
to see if
over
I did do a good
here.
job.
Huh?
I said now to see if I did do a good job.
No. Spin it. Spin it. Spin the wheel. Spin it faster. If I stop, I gotta be able to see the sprocket. Yeah, it'll do. See it going up and down just a little smidge.
Oh yeah. How do I not do that?
You have to loosen it up. You see how it's tight here and over here? Remember this gap I told you to watch when you're tightening it?
Yeah.
You have to loosen these up and then watch this gap, and it should be the same all the way around.
Oh dear.
So that's how you do it.
Okay.
Oh dear. Move this damn banana bread.
How'd you know what it was?
What do you mean? How do you know what it was?
You said, here's banana bread for you and Nana. I listened. It's like 13th Warrior. How did you learn our language? I listened. Was that a trick question? How did you know what it was?
I don't remember saying that.
How did you know what it was? Oh my God, I've been here for a child. He's like, yes, help me. Help me.
Here, to the bottom there. Man, I've already got a couple enough bags. I can take my returnables back.
Huh?
Said I've almost got enough bags I can take my returnables back.
I bet too.
I've got all the bags you left here. They fall under my jurisdiction now.
We were saving those for something, cans. What were we saving them for?
A triple.
Oh, we already took them, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we were going to save them for something. But we already took them, so it don't count. Our garage cans, but it don't matter now. Oh, who won? 8.
You like all in one?
No. Well, Krillin could be. As far as that goes. You.
Buddy.
Yes. Right, 30. So,
Big Mama wants you to call her
okay.
when you're done filming.
Okay. Evidence. Evidence.
Evidence. Alright. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
This is writing all over your hand.
Pen.
But why?
I don't know. I got bored this morning waiting for you
Whoa,
guys.
good catch.
You're 4 years old, writing on yourself?
Yes.
Pretty tall for a 4-year-old.
And pretty smart.
No, you're obviously not smart, otherwise you wouldn't be writing on yourself.
Fair enough. You got me there. But I'm pretty sure a 4-year-old would not be able to do this. Maybe. Probably better than me.
27-year-olds can't do that. Can they, Kai? Fair enough.
Well, us 27-year-olds know better. See, I have a pen. Notice.
Talking about sprockets.
I was talking about.
I know, but he said 4-year-olds can't do this, and I said 27-year-olds can't
The
do
only
this.
reason I can't do that is because my hands are too big.
That's bullshit. Because you bend rims. Because you use impacts,
Once when I was 17.
and you didn't try it again ever.
Yes, I have. I've put them together since then.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have that very one.
Pick it up and spin it. It's like 13 curves.
I only did with an impact once.
That's all it took. Da-da-da-da-da. Oopsies. Hand me a wipey, will you? Right there. I don't want to put my hands in there because evidence of now told.
What?
We're not. Yeah, still going in it. Yeah. Yeah. We got an hour.
Yeah, we should stop there.
I want to get that in its completion.
Anything after an hour is null and void for corruption. As far as we know.
I want to get that to its completion. The throttle cable is this week's or Tuesday, and that'll be the beginning of Friday. And then this will roll into working on that Friday, and we will hopefully get this completed Friday.
All right.
That's my thought. So tomorrow we'll work on that. That's my thought. So I'm hoping anyway. Because it's going to be too cold still. The test hits that tomorrow.
Right.
And he's doing fantastic. So tomorrow we'll line this up, adjust the motor, the clutch, and
We'll have to film.
strip the cables, do the CDI.
We'll have to film an ending.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, let's do an ending right now.
All right.
That's done anyway.
For now, we'll finish that tomorrow.
All right, so I'm gonna actually stop this recording.
Yeah.
Now
What'd you do with the
find
wrenches?
the wrenches. I don't know. Wait, hang on. I think I do know. I think
There's
I might
no way we put the wrenches away.
Nope, right here.
We did. We
I
did
did.
put the wrenches
I
away.
did, but I know exactly where I put them because I didn't put them in here. This is what I need.
That's what I was talking to you about. That works on that. That mic does.
This wrench is a little cold, believe it or not.
Goes like this. I didn't put batteries in that.
It won't work on that.
Actually, I could figure out how to make it work on there. Pretty easily, actually. But, this mic works on them, but it won't work on the other one.
Okay.
Which sucks. Well, anyways, is there anything at all? What he's doing right now is he has to center this sprocket right here on this hub. If he doesn't, that sprocket will jump up and down and it'll throw the chain off. And that would really suck at 35, 40 miles an hour, or even 10 miles an hour. Because let's face it, most people do not pedal a bicycle at 10 consecutive miles an hour everywhere they go. And we have him doing it because, well, his hands fit between the spokes much better than mine do. And I've done so many of them, and it's a grandfather's prerogative. I wish I had something I could make a spacer for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To slide in there. Let me see if I do have something I can make up for a spacer. I think we're keeping Tiny awake.
I did just wake up, so.
I'm just picking on you. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. I think it might, you haven't got to loosen, back them off very far, just a little bit.
Just so that they're loose.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Okay, let's lay this down. Like this. Can you get a wrench on there? Tiny, come over here and use this camera so people can see what we're doing. Okay, now if you want to tighten that up. Okay, I can't really see what we're doing. Now just snug that up a little bit. Just snug it up so we can tap the sprocket a little bit if we need to.
No.
Come
You want
down
me to
here.
do the opposite one? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I
Just do it
tightening
this
it?
way.
Oh. I didn't know that was possible.
Here, you do the bottom and I'll do the top. And come over here. See, we can still move this around a little bit if we do it this way. How does that look? Pretty good?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Pretty tight down here though. See it?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, come over here. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a pretty big gap right here. Hold on just a minute. No. Does anybody know where the rubber mallet is?
Oh, whoa. What are we looking for?
The rubber mallet.
That's a good question.
Very, very good question.
I mean, I found a metal sledgehammer, but
We don't want that. Oh, it's right here.
oh,
If it was a bear, it would have bit us. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's check that, shall we?
yes, we
Before
shall.
we get too carried away. Give that a spin.
It looks better than it did. It's not moving a whole bunch.
Okay.
Will you guys do that again real quick? The hammer? See how it's not bouncing up and down?
Okay. It's not bouncing up and down, it said. All right.
Now this one?
We have to tighten it in just the right way. Little by little. So we don't bend the rim and we don't lose our spot.
Henceforth the star pattern.
Yep. Okay, let's check it again. I almost think. See,
That
look
looks
at-
like a big gap.
Yeah, that looks like a big gap, doesn't it? Is that jumping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't think you're getting much hammer action there, Biggin.
Well, I don't want to bend it.
I mean, on a springy seat.
Right. Yeah, but I'm not going to bend the sprocket.
Right, you're using it.
If I put this down here, it'd be too much force. I'll bend the sprocket or the rim.
Oh, I thought because it was a rubber mallet, you didn't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah, you do. We may have to loosen it back up still, but we're going to do everything we can to not bend this rim.
That's better.
Yeah, it's not really bouncing now.
Okay. That warble that you see with the sprocket doing this will come out of it as we tighten it. As we come around. We still got a pretty big gap over here, don't we?
Yeah.
Right over here we do. All right. Let's try one of the, try this one.
This, I'm just going to go out on a limb and tell you guys, this is
Right.
way easier. This rim is way easier to do
Okay.
than some of the other ones Biggin has done in the past because of the way the rim is designed.
Oh yeah, if it had a smaller center hole, it would be even easier. Okay. Let's do this one. That one. Yeah, if you do like those over there, oh, they're a pain. Because you have to redo the brakes on them. The coaster brakes.
Yup.
If you don't do those right, as soon as you step on the brakes, it'll blow the rear end apart.
And then you go in for a disaster because that's painful.
That'll throw your head off the bike.
Yes, it will.
Okay, let's do this one.
I've done that before.
You know that, Nick?
I
When
did
you
not.
do this type of the coaster type, you have to rebuild the rear ends when you put these sprockets on. If you don't do it right, as soon as you step on the brake, it'll throw you right over the handlebars.
I guess we don't want that.
No, you gotta be careful when you do that. Like my bike and his bike. You might get away with it once or twice. Okay, we got that one. And first couple times I built one of these bikes, took me forever to get that figured out. How do you do it? It was like, oh, trying to fake. Stepped on the brakes. Well, that sucks. Something I'm doing here is not quite right. I'm missing a step. Don't have to worry about that with this one. Coach the friction brake.
Well, that's good.
I built one of these with only rear brakes, and they experienced what's called brake fade, which means these brakes will heat up. So you'll have good brakes for about 13 seconds.
Oh,
Then you have no brakes at all,
well, that's not what you want.
which is why I opted to get the 2-in-1 brake lever on this one. Looking at this one right here.
Hold on, we're not on it yet.
Say when.
When?
Okay. Hopefully that's close enough. It doesn't matter if they have a little bit of wobble.
Looks
That's
good.
And we don't have a lot this way either. See it?
A little bit, but not really.
Not enough to worry about.
That's good.
Turn it slow. Right there. Put your wrench right here.
Now, what were you feeling for, Biggin, so the people know?
Where the rim is sticking out the most. Yeah, see, that one's loose, see?
Yeah.
We'll draw that baby in a bit. Okay?
Oh, yeah, now it's wobbling way less.
Let's go right here. We're adjusting the sprocket now. Getting the marbles out of it. Go ahead.
Now it's barely wobbling.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
I can live with that. That looks good to me. Did you watch up and down? I can't see the up and down.
Oh.
I can only see the side to side.
Yeah, it's barely going up and down now.
Excellent.
Yeah, but
See? Got
Yep, I saw it before.
Oh, I can't see that. The only part I can see is this from my angle. And then what we did when we were doing this, when you tighten and back these off, is this is how you adjust your
Oh, that makes sense.
barbell.
I put this on.
You did excellent too.
Thank you.
You know what we call the dog bone wrench?
No.
It's that wrench that has multiple.
The one that you gave me for...
Yeah.
I don't see it over here.
Oh, I don't, Dad. I don't.
Yeah. I don't either.
I know they can't hear me, but I don't.
I have no idea where it is.
Oh, it's right there. The big drawer, just above the wrench.
Oh my God.
You guys like some
Just spin this. Just spin this. See, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Not for me, bud.
Nicholas?
What? Yes, please.
All right, I gotta go in and take care of something real quick.
Thank you.
Yep.
This is just from sitting because I actually bought this bike.
Let me spin it.
I actually bought this bike a long time ago.
Oh, it feels a lot more smooth. From who?
I bought it at that,
Oh,
you know
no.
that store, used to be Classy Collectibles.
The rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
where
that store.
bought it. Yeah, that's the same place I bought my bike, the Chrome one.
Oh, I didn't even know if they sold bikes there.
It's where you get these vintage ones. I like the vintage ones because they're typically a lot sturdier and a lot more stout bike than the new ones.
Walmart bikes? I hate Walmart bikes. They break so easily. You ever notice that? You ever
Well,
get a
the
Walmart
thing
bike?
is like that gray one up there is a Walmart bike, but you get rid of those rims and put steelies on it, I call them. Like these, they're steel rims. You get rid of those aluminum rims, throw them in the garbage pail. If you know what components to keep and which ones to throw away, they're not bad.
Yeah, the frame's not bad, but some of the parts are just...
Trash. And
Yeah.
because the pedal cranks, right? You don't even use those on a motorized bike, only to start it. So the only thing you really need are good rims.
Yeah.
And you want these rims to be smooth as butter. Because you'll rip the bearings out of them about as fast as you can imagine. You don't want them to, like that grindy feeling. If it stays grindy, they'll burn out of there so fast.
And what happens when you lose all your bearings while you're going like 60 miles an hour?
The back end of it's like riding in flat tire.
Oh dear.
Your ass feel like you're doing a boogie woogie.
Oh,
I've only ever done it once. That's how I learned this lesson.
Never again.
Never again. You know, it's come to my attention that Brutus Sr. may be the shortest one here.
Who?
You're junior, right?
Yeah.
Then who would?
So Dad? Oh.
Yeah, especially if you're wearing your work boots.
Yeah, definitely when I'm wearing my boots. Brutus Jr. is gonna be hilarious when he gets here and I'm taller than him. He's gonna love that.
I don't think he will.
Me neither. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Was that like next week, isn't it? Next weekend?
Yeah. He's gonna try and come up next weekend.
Man, it's been so long since I've seen him.
Spencer, I think the last time he was here was in like the cow or what? Last time he was here was like last October.
It was like,
Last
think?
October.
is that when you think it was? That's strange. I think you're right. Oh, I'm making a right proper mess. Last
time he was here.
Oh, that's nice now. But check that now. Other way.
I know.
No, it's still gritty.
Nah, that'll work out.
You think so?
Yeah, that'll work out now. I think it'll work out, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to tear that apart and pack them, although...
You should. It's the right thing to do.
No, it isn't. Not on this, it isn't. Not on this, it isn't. Trust me, it isn't. This will work out. That's not bad now. That 3-in-1 will work in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You get it upright. Look at the stuff is working right out of it. You see? See it right there?
yeah,
Tiny.
that's gross.
That'll work
It's
right out of
black.
it.
Like your hoodie.
And my pants and my shoes.
Your
That'll
shoes are
work
blue.
right out of it.
And red.
There's no blue on that.
Or red.
That will work right out of it. Let's hope.
Exactly. I'm protected by the heater. You won't throw me into the heater.
Or that.
Yeah. I do.
Mm-hmm. You underestimate me. What do you know of Star Wars?
Not much.
You ever heard of Execute Order 66?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Now we just need to hurry that this chain is long enough. And guess what?
What, is it not?
I don't think it is. This drive chain, I don't think is going to be long enough for this particular deal here. Which means that we line this up where we need it. Is there a chain on that other motor up there? No. Okay, where's that dog bone, bud?
Over here.
Oh, it's not.
This chain is not going to be long enough, believe it or not.
This chain, ladies and gentlemen.
Which is really weird because I would have swore this bike was shorter. I would have swore it was. See what you get for swearing?
Well,
You see what you get for swearing? Makes a fool out of you.
hey, baby.
It makes you long and low. What?
I just noticed something, but these are aftermarket pedals on this bike.
I noticed that. There we go.
Someone really liked this bike at one time.
So we need to pop this apart.
Master's here.
Yeah. So it is. And I don't have another chain, do I?
Nope.
It's one step forward, 2 steps back with this thing. At every turn I go. For Pete's sakes, why can't one thing be easy?
Because we want it to be.
What, hard or easy?
Easy.
Oh. We want it to be as difficult as it can possibly be.
Of course. Doesn't everybody?
You know,
Don't
whenever
you
you,
need needle nose?
whenever, no, I like these better.
Oh.
Whenever you want to use old rubbish, Whenever you want. Yes, I just got to get my eyeballs on which end is proper. Which I should have known. The lighting over here is
Atrocious.
psychedelic.
Like the word I use better.
I think my word sums it up far better.
No.
Are you doing it?
Yes.
I can step back and let you do it. I can't seem to get my eyes to focus today. See how that worked? Loop. This is what we call a master link.
Not to be confused with a half link or a not so master link.
Or a mistress link.
Or a mistress link.
And I shall not make any comments that are unwarranted, unnecessary, or unneeded, sexist, or chauvinistic.
I'd say it's too short.
What was your first sin?
Huh?
What was your first hint? When it didn't reach?
Yes. That was my first hint.
Okay, so we need a few links, just a few.
Literally like 2 links.
1, 2, 3.
Well, we have this one.
When you go up there, get a pair of those cutters right there. There's a roll of wire right there on the wall. Cut me a piece of wire, please. Just long enough so I can loop it through here to
Wait,
hold this
where?
together. Right there above the air compressor. Nick,
Where's the air
hand.
compressor?
Look at my hand.
Oh.
Right there. See it on the wall, right below the light, above the air compressor.
You can move that tripod.
See it right there?
No?
Okay. Look at the light switch on the wall.
Okay, the light switch.
Up.
Right here.
Yep.
A tiny bit?
Yeah, enough so it'll loop through here and back around there. So I can I just want to hold that right there for now.
Not big.
Until I can find just cut it off right there. Okay, here, hold this.
Now, this was a question I had when we first started that Bacon explained to me. So, for those of you wondering, thinking, why can't you just use 3 master links together to make up a chain?
Because it'll blow itself right to pieces.
That's right, folks. Now, in case you were wondering, that's why.
I just want that to kind of stay together right there.
Until we get the link thingies? Or
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
I have to walk
links
half a
here
mile
somewhere?
just to get out of your way. In this tiny garage.
That's what we should have named it. The tiny garage.
Literally.
No. You just contradicted yourself, though. You have to walk half a mile in a tiny. Do you know how long half a mile is?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's back and forth, back and forth.
I have to walk in a circle
Until
until I reach half a mile.
Circle in this garage. That's an oval.
Huh.
That's a hexagon.
Okay.
Well, I can't make a circle in this tiny garage.
I could have sworn we had chain pieces here.
What?
Pieces of chain. I could have swore I had
Yeah,
some.
use them on mine.
No, I just saw them.
Is this the terrible one?
Yeah, that's the doom.
I
Thought
just
so.
took chain pieces off that new chain I just put on your bike. I just trimmed that chain that I just put on your bike. That brand new chain. I just trimmed
I
it.
know you did. I don't know where they are.
Nick, look in this box, root around and see if you can find pieces of chain. I might have thrown it in there. Probably not, because that would have made so much sense.
sure you just left them on the floor and we sweeped it up.
No, I didn't. I picked them up because I was thinking I'd do them here, but I had a box right here. And then I emptied that box and I probably put it in a coffee can. When I cleaned the... Well, this will be for another day. And for today, why don't we hook the clutch
go
up?
around the circle and talk about what we're grateful for today.
We're grateful that we're going to hook the clutch up.
We're going to hook the clutch up.
Did I? Then why is it working?
Well, because, you know, you didn't do a very good job.
Well, that was your job. It was your one job that you were given. Him and I did the rim. Him and I did all this stuff. You had one job to do.
What kind of face was that? No, that was not a given job to me. I was put on camera detail early on today.
Well, you were supposed to do this days ago.
No, I wasn't.
I thought you already had this done.
You're a liar.
You're always calling me that. Always. Always, always, always. That's all you ever call me.
That's because you lie a lot.
Well, you should have said, hey, look, this clutch. I better do it.
I've never hooked up one of these clutches.
But he's never done a throttle
It's a
cable.
great learning experience then, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's making instructional videos for me in the future.
He's never done a throttle cable yet. He said, I'll do a throttle cable. Hey,
I've
I
never
got
done a
that.
throttle cable.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you said, I got this.
I
Throttle
did.
cables are
And I did have it too.
And you did have it. Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm on camera detail.
Yeah, but your last
We
camera,
have tripods.
you broke your last camera
No, I didn't.
just so you could get out of work.
No, I didn't.
It worked perfectly fine until you broke it.
Hey, watch the hand.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, you hit me in the spinal cord. Now I'm paralyzed and I can't work.
Exactly. You were useless in the first place.
That's hurtful.
That's
Well,
right.
do something.
I am. I'm filming the whole thing.
Well, actually, that is pretty useful. You're right.
Hopefully he edited it in order this time.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't go.
I mean, technically
Backwards.
speaking, as long as nobody drops any F-bombs.
Like you did.
I didn't actually say the word.
He did.
I did?
When you went, when you went out to get the cable last time,
Oh.
and we were in here, we muted our mics to do the grinding. And you were like,
Oh, my bad.
It was kind of funny, but
Kind of not, because you're too young to be swearing.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. But it was like it was dead silent because we were grinding, and then we heard you talking outside. And it was like, how in the what am I supposed to? Then it was bleep without the bleep. I was like, oof. My editor doesn't even pay attention to what he's editing.
I was so tired.
You were watching Meatloaf on TV drive a tractor trailer. What are you talking about? So tired, my buttocks.
Well,
Well, yeah.
meatloaf is important, okay? He's a cultural icon.
Meatloaf is important when you're eating it for dinner.
Meatloaf is important when you're watching him drive a big.
Why do they make these cables so bloody long?
So you got it.
Look how long this is.
I realize that everyone we're gonna.
But if you trim this down, right, then you lose this cap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But look how long it is. It's like for a 57 Chevy.
Let me see it. I think it's the
Yeah, and
length
it's
of the
the-
bike.
And it's the clutch cable.
Yes, you're supposed to hook the clutch.
You're
to
supposed to run it to the back rim and then swoop it back around. Or maybe run it around the frame 3 or 4 times.
How is it so long?
Dobbins.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
It's
just
literally the
stupid.
length of the bike.
I mean, I just don't.
But get it?
No, I don't grasp how you're supposed to do. I mean, how are you supposed to make these neat?
Firmly grasped.
If anybody watching this has any concept, I mean, I could trim this down, but then you lose your cap.
Well, couldn't you just like cut the wire and then move the cat down, or no?
No, because it's crimped on the cable, you see.
Oh.
And then the end of the cable will eventually smoosh up and it'll fray this cable and it won't be smooth anymore. So, I mean, you're kind of
Stuck.
Yeah, you're kind of dipped no matter what you do there. And then if you just run it, I mean, look how much cable there is here. I mean, there's not really a neat, tidy way to run this because it's so long
How do we,
on this bike.
I wish one of the other bikes was used. We knew how we did that.
Well, the other bikes are much larger. The other bike frames are way bigger than this one.
True.
Yeah, this has got an insane wheelbase from the motor back. It has an insane wheelbase. I actually need to adjust this. This needs to be tipped. The motor needs to be tipped back. That's another reason why I'm not getting too excited with this, because the motor is tipped too far forward.
Oh.
See how this chain is? It's going to hit right here. So this motor needs to be tipped and adjusted. But it's still, this is a long stretch. On those bikes, this is much closer, like this. And this is much further. So, I mean, this bike is much different than building. We always build cruisers, what they're called. They're called cruisers.
What's this one called?
Mountain.
This is a mountain bike.
Oh.
We don't usually ever build these.
Oh.
I've only ever built one other one.
And how'd you do the throttle cable on that one? Or the
Clutch cable?
Yeah, the clutch cable.
He doesn't remember.
I do remember. I used the brake cable.
Well, why don't we use a brake cable on this one?
I don't have one.
That's a good reason.
But that's what I used. Remember, I used the brake cable.
That's right, too.
I used the rear brake cable off of another bike.
I mean, there are a bunch of bikes out by the shop, but...
Which is inevitably what we may do. Because I'm not gonna have that like that. I want to make this nice and neat as I can. I don't want it to look like this menagerie. Well, this is coming off, obviously, but we want this to look nice and neat, and we want it to be a nice looking bike. We want this to be clean looking, you know?
Yeah. Not funky.
Bad enough, it's going to be it'll be a screaming metal death trap, you know that?
Very funky. Yeah. Death traps are scary.
It will be. It'll be a screaming metal death trap. This is a racing carburetor I bought brand new for this bike.
Oh.
It's never been run on anything.
Will it make it go faster?
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. I have been Tiny.
I'm Brutus.
I'm Biggin.
We're 1010.
On the side.